Once upon a time there was a little brown dog who lived all by himself on the streets of a big, busy city. He was a friendly and playful pup, but people were always in too much of a hurry to pet him or play fetch. At night, he slept in alleys curled up next to dumpsters, using old newspapers as a blanket to keep warm. He dreamed of having a family of his own someday. Every day, the little dog wandered up and down the streets looking for food and water. Sometimes kind people would share a scrap or two, but most days he just found what he could digging through trash cans. He never had enough to fill his belly. One cold rainy afternoon, he was searching for shelter under an awning when he smelled something delicious wafting from a restaurant. Outside sat a young boy eating a juicy hamburger and hot French fries. The little dog's mouth watered as he watched the boy happily gobble down the burger. Maybe if he was cute enough, he could convince the boy to share a fry or two to fill his empty tummy. The little dog snuck up quietly beside the boy and gave his cutest puppy eyes. The boy noticed the soggy, shivering pup and immediately tore off a piece of his burger bun. "You must be hungry too," he said as he gently offered the hungry dog the food. The puppy gratefully gobbled it down. The boy smiled and shared more of his meal until the dog's belly was full. For the first time in a long while, the little dog felt happy and cared for. Just then, the boy's angry mother rushed outside. "Get away from here, you filthy mutt," she yelled while grabbing her son's arm and pulling him back inside. The little dog's tail tucked between his legs and his ears drooped low. Once again, he was alone, cold and abandoned. The little dog wandered down the street, feeling more hopeless than ever. As night fell, the temperature dropped even more and it started to rain heavily. The shivering pup took shelter under a parked car, laying on the hard ground that was quickly turning to mud. Right as he started to drift off to sleep, a loud clap of thunder jolted him awake. Scared, he took off running down the dark street. Lightning lit up the sky as the terrified pup ran aimlessly in the storm, just trying to find somewhere safe and dry. Exhausted, the poor little dog finally came across an open garage with clean, dry concrete flooring. He shook the water from his fur at the entrance and cautiously peeked inside. He saw bags of food, clean water bowls, and plush dog beds spread around the room. Licking his lips, he slowly crept inside, keeping an eye out for humans. He scarfed down some kibble, lapped up fresh water, and circled a soft bed before plopping down. As the storm raged outside, the little pup snuggled into the cozy bed, feeling warm and comfortable for the first time he could remember. His eyes grew heavy and he drifted off to sleep surrounded by the smell of other dogs. Maybe this could be his new home. In the morning, he was awoken by loud barking and slurping. He opened his eyes to see two other dogs in the garage wagging their tails at him. Just then, a kind-looking woman holding a baby entered. "Well, hello there, little one. Where did you come from?" she asked in a gentle voice. The little dog wagged his tail cautiously, not wanting to be kicked back into the rain. But the woman just smiled and knelt down to pet him. "Welcome home," she said as she scratched behind his ears. The little dog couldn't believe his luck. He now had 2 furry friends to play with and a nice family to take care of him. He ran and jumped and played with the other dogs while the woman filled up bowls with delicious food. That night, the little dog curled up on a couch inside the warm house. As he drifted off to sleep, he heard the woman whisper, "You'll never be alone again." Snuggled safely between his new canine siblings, the little pup's dreams were no longer of loneliness and hunger, but of playtime and cuddles with his forever family. He finally found a place where he belonged.